Meals with Monsignor, a conversation with Monsignor Michael Billian. I've taken a peek. I've seen it. The recipe for today. Pat, I don't know if you've seen it, but
No, I haven't.
It's a salad. Good morning
Oh,
to you.
no.
Good
That
morning.
can't be from him.
Good morning, Monsignor Billian.
Well, good morning, everyone, and a happy Lenten Friday to everybody. Now, Pat, I don't want you to get all worked up.
Okay.
Because it is a salad this morning.
Oh, my.
In honor of it being Lent, so a meatless dish, in honor of it being the first day of spring, a look forward to summer, because I call it a summertime memory. Fusilli salad. And I can make this salad in good conscience because there's very, very little green in this salad.
Okay, I should have figured. Is it like a pasta salad where it's all pasta and you throw in, like, a tomato here and there?
Well, you just be patient and you listen to this recipe.
I want to say this real quickly before we get into the ingredients. If you want to follow along, annunciationradio.com. Annunciationradio.com, go to morning offering, and then you'll see the ingredients. You'll see the whole recipe right there. So annunciationradio.com, morning offering, and you'll see the recipe.
All right, Monsignor.
All right. So these are the ingredients that go into this salad. First, some fusilli pasta. That's a little corkscrew pasta. Some cherry tomatoes. Some buffalo mozzarella cheese. Some pecorino romano cheese, some fresh Bailey leaves, extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper. You put this combination together in the right way, in the right order, and doing the right things to these ingredients is a touch of heaven. First, I want you to take the cherry tomatoes and cut them all in half and put them in a large mixing bowl. And I suggest using a potato masher. You could use your hands if you want to. A potato masher, because you want to press down on these cherry tomato halves and kind of squeeze the juice out of them. Don't mash them into mush, but you want to squeeze the juice out of them just by pushing down with that potato masher. It just releases the juices, but it maintains the texture of the tomato. Then, out of the basil leaves, I suggested 20. You like a lot of basil, put a little more in. You like a little less, put a less in. But half of the torn basil leaves, a pinch of salt, some ground pepper, and stir that all together. The tomatoes and their juices, the basil and the salt and the pepper. Just put all that together. Let it mix up again, because those things have to become friends in this recipe, and then let it rest. Let it rest so they can get along a little while for 10 or 15 minutes. Then bring a large pot of water together to a rolling boil, a little salt in there, and put your pasta in there, and follow the recipe for the pasta on the packages to make it al dente. So not mushy, a little firmness to your pasta. Drain the pasta, and here you get a choice, because you can make this salad warm or you can have it be a cold salad. So depending on your mood, you can, after you drain the pasta, you can let it cool, or you can keep it warm, put a little olive oil into it and toss it all together, because again, the olive oil is going to help it mix again with the juices that are in the tomato we're going to add. Then you drizzle the olive oil in, toss it so things get nice and loose in that bowl of pasta, and then add half of the mozzarella. Okay, now the mozzarella I'm asking you to cut into the buffalo not regular mozzarella, but buffalo mozzarella into bite-sized pieces, and add half of that in, and then put some pecorino cheese. Now, you're not going to buy the powdered pecorino. You're going to buy a chunk of it, because you're going to chop that up again, only in smaller pieces than you made the mozzarella in. So mini bite-sized pieces, and put a portion of that pecorino in. I just told you to get a chunk of pecorino. If you like a lot of pecorino, you can put more in. You don't like as much, don't put as much in. So this is up to personal taste on how much pecorino cheese you put in there. So you've got the half the mozzarella, some of the pecorino into that tomato mixture, and just let those things mix together just kind of gently, because you want the cheeses to absorb some of those tomato juices, and they will. Then you're going to add the pasta. It can be warm or it can be cold. And then toss it really thoroughly, allowing the pasta then to soak up those juices. Then once the pasta has become friends with the rest of the stuff in the bowl, only then do you put the rest of the mozzarella in and the rest of the pecorino cheese in and the rest of the basil in, because you want that pasta to soak up more of those juices than this added cheese, because you want some of the cheese nice and soaked in the sauce and some of it not. And then you mix all of that together, taste it, might need a little salt, might need a little pepper, and see what you like, and then toss it. And then you might also need to just drizzle a little more olive oil on, depending what it looks like and how it tastes. And then toss it all together and then enjoy it. Very little green in this salad, but a delightful salad. It can be nice warm dish or by using hot pasta, or it can be a cold dish if you let the pasta cool and then mix it in. So you get your choice on a lot of things here. How much cheese you use, how much basil you use, and whether it's hot or cold. So you can make very different kinds of salad depending on your choices there, but it's a beautiful and delightful salad. I call it summertime memory because it brings memories of summer, because the light and freshness of this mixture. But you can have this any time of year. It brings back those great memories. And I thought on the first day of spring, as we start getting ready to launch into the second part of Lent, the most intense part with this Sunday, really focusing on the Passion of the Lord for the next 2 weeks, that it'd be a good little break and enjoy some of this freshness in the morning.
Okay, I have two questions.
Or any time of day. All right, Pat, how many questions do you have for me?
Two. I have two right now. One is, do you have a preference? Do you think it tastes better cold or hot?
Depends on my mood.
Okay, then.
I think I'd try it hot, warm, and then leftovers have it cold.
Oh, there you go. You get the best of both worlds. And my second question is this: I don't know if I've ever had pecorino cheese. What does that taste like? Is there another taste you could compare it to?
Well, I would call it Parmesan cheese with the little attitude.
Parmesan with attitude.
Is it a good attitude or a bad attitude?
Yes, it is delicious, because Parmesan cheese sometimes can end up being just a little bland, not overly flavorful.
Got it.
But pecorino cheese has a nice flavor to it. So I'd say a little Parmesan on steroids, but not a lot of steroids.
Okay. And what's buffalo mozzarella?
Oh, it's milky mozzarella. In Buffalo, it doesn't come from buffaloes.
Okay.
It comes from Buffalo. That's a city in Italy.
Okay.
So you buy it in a container, and it's very milky.
Oh.
It's not a hard cheese. It's very milky.
Okay.
Buffalo mozzarella.
Thank you, Monsignor Billian. Again, I want to remind everybody you can find that recipe, Annunciationradio.com, Annunciationradio.com. Click on the Morning Offering tab. You'll see the recipe right there. You can make it yourself. Be interested to find out what meat Monsignor would normally add to that.